Before we get into today's video, there are definitely some congratulations in order because I finally chose the winners for my giveaway. Last week on my TikTok, I announced that I'd be doing a K-pop album giveaway in which 2 lucky winners will receive a K-pop album of their choice. There were over 1,000 comments on my TikTok, so you guys did not make it easy for me. But without further ado, here are the winners. Our first winner is at Rose Scalp. I loved your comment. It was super heartfelt. And the second winner is I'm Slightly Hilarious. Congratulations. I also loved reading your comment and I hope you guys enjoy the albums. I'll be in contact with the winners on TikTok once this video gets posted and we can sort out which album you want and how we're gonna get it to you. All right, cue the Lauren introduction. Hey guys, it's Lauren. Right off the bat, here are all of my socials and you should go follow them if you don't already. So I know you guys love when I whip out the blank makes my edit videos. They're some of my favorite videos to film just because they're so like unpredictable and fun and it gives me a challenge. And the thought always occurred to me to try to get freelancers to help me make my edit because you can actually pay people to make edits for you. That might be the direction that this video is going, but before I started my YouTube channel, I actually did freelance editing for about 2 years. So if you're trying to make some profits off of your editing, there are definitely ways to do so. And one way you could do that is through Fiverr. Fiverr is an online freelance marketplace with tons of different services that are offered. There's services for business, consulting, music, graphics and design, digital marketing, and of course what I'm gonna be using today, the services for video and animation. So essentially, I'm gonna ask a few different Fiverr freelancers to help me craft an edit that I have brewing up here. I'm not gonna ask one freelancer to just make the entire edit because that would be a very short video and I wouldn't be able to get involved in it. But instead, I'm just gonna ask a few freelancers to make different components of the edit that I'm then gonna put into After Effects and incorporate into the final product that I'm working on. So keep in mind, I'm gonna try to ask for things like logos, intros, maybe some text animation that I could use as a background. And I'm really just gonna go crazy with it because this is my first time using Fiverr, so I'm gonna explore deeply, diligently, and make sure to find the best services. All right, guys, enough said. Let's get into the video. Okay, so you guys are probably curious about what idea I have in mind for this Frankenstein edit. I call it that because I'm basically taking bits and pieces from all these different editors, and then I'm gonna make it into something my own. So the song I'm gonna use is Orange Flower by Enhypen. Yes, guys, I'm obsessed at this point. We don't even need to acknowledge that, but I'm seeing them in concert May 3rd, and I just want a little edit that's gonna get me hyped for that. And then I don't know if this is possible, but I want a 3D render of the Enhypen light stick. Here she is in all of her glory. I have yet to decorate it, but that will be coming very soon. Since I don't have Element 3D, I'm wondering if someone can make me a little 3D spinny 360 render of this little guy. And I think the last thing I'm looking for is some way to like spice up my backgrounds. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first get into it. And as you can see, there are so many different categories for what freelance service you can get. Of course, I'm gonna be sticking to editing related stuff, so I'm gonna go in the video and animation category. And as you can see, there's definitely not a lack of choice. There's so much I can do with this, so let's get this sorted out. Okay, first, under motion graphics, I'm interested in the logo animation. And there's a lot of services available, so the filters are really helpful for like narrowing that down. I definitely know I want a quick delivery time, so I'm gonna change that to express 24 hours. You can also filter it by budget. You can filter it by the seller's level or their language, and then you can also do it by the service option. So if you're looking for something 2D, 3D, file formats, so there's just a lot of good choice here. I have narrowed it down to the 24-hour services, so let's see. This one looks really cool and it's only 10 bucks. I really like this one too though.
Custom animation for your logo, then you're in the right place.
Okay, period.
With 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Okay, pizza and Prosecco. I really trust this man. 4.9 stars out of 2,212 orders. Here's the thing though, because he's top rated, he has 20 orders in the queue. We also have Sabine though, 4.9, 1K plus reviews. Create a perfect custom logo animation in 24 hours. Ooh, okay. Oh, don't play with Sabine. Do not play with her. Now I'm just like, any of these people could realistically like do a really good job. Now I'm torn. See, this person has a really good bounce animation though. And the price is a good middle ground between that first person and the second person. 1-day delivery, 2 to 6 seconds, that's perfect. Music, normal animation. This all seems perfect and they have a really fast response time. See, but then there's this dude. He has 4.9 with less reviews, but he only has 1 order in the queue, so he doesn't have to deal with all these other orders. That looked really solid. It's so funny because at school, I literally study decision making. Like, decision making is literally my major, and I'm absolutely horrible at it. Like, I couldn't make a good decision if my life depended on it. So I feel like I have a couple different options for the logo. We're gonna set that aside for now. I'm really curious in looking at the 3D product animation. Like this is gonna be full figure 3D renders. Let's change that delivery time to 24 hours. Ooh, wait, this is beautiful. Okay, yogurt cup. I love the liquid. See, I really like how the shading of it looks and everything. Because if I want to do like a light stick, they have that 1-day delivery. 15-second duration is like perfect. I don't even need that long, so that seems pretty solid. I'm like, I don't want to go with just the first thing I see, but really enjoyed that. This one is also really cool. Like, okay, iPhone. Why is the iPhone like rizzing me up right now? Like, why is it kind of hot? Is that controversial to say? I don't know. No, I really did like this yogurt video though. Like, it really did eat. Okay. So I'm curious about music videos because maybe there'll also be like lyric videos here. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, like to put in the background while all of my animation is going on in the foreground. Oh, here we go, lyric videos. That was so convenient. Thank you, Fiverr. Okay, let me change that delivery time. I will make your death metal, thrash metal, black metal. I didn't even know there were that many types of metals. Okay. This is giving 3D Lauren style, period. Actually, this one seems like it's more my style. And people keep coming back. F Productions has an exceptional number of repeat buyers. Okay. Yeah, wait, I really like this one. I probably shouldn't use a Korean song because like, if I'm ordering from an English speaker, I don't know if I expect them to know the Korean language and how to like put that into lyrics. So I can still have the exact same video concept, but maybe just use a different song. I'll just use Sweet Venom English version. It's full English and it's still a part of the same album, so I can have the same like orange, flowery vibes. Okay, and I want to see visual effects as well. Wait, this is really cool. I will make Vox-like animated maps for your documentaries or videos. How could I fit that into this edit? I couldn't. I will do VFX, compositing, animation, cleanup, CGI. Frick. Wow. I feel like I could make use of this in some way. I could use like one of their music videos.
I mean, even though their music videos are like already edited, but like...
Now I want to start the checkout process because I'm curious as to like how much detail I'm allowed to give these people. So I'm gonna continue. Extra fast 1-day delivery, extra $10. Okay. Wait, how do I like add things to my cart? Because I want like 10 different services. I think I might have to check out separately. So let's do the logo first.
2 seconds later.
Wait, but I didn't even get to... Okay. Is it for business use or personal use? Is this business or for side project? Okay. Send me your logo so we can start creating the animation. I don't have a logo. I wanted you to make it for me.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, I had to take a minute to like reorient myself and actually get the materials that I need to give to this person. So one, I actually do technically have a logo. Over the summer, I had my cousin design like a little emo from Whoville Lauren drawing, whatever. Here it is. It's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna put it on merch, but then never got around to that. So let me know if you guys want that in the comments, but I hope the freelancer can work with this. So let's attach that. And then it says give an example of the animation you want. And again, I don't really have anything like super solidified in my mind, but I love pink and I love hearts. Considering like a heart tunnel moment because I love heart tunnels. I always use them as backgrounds, but I don't know how he would like incorporate that into a logo. I have to attach a file.
The video is like 7 hours long.
All right, I got the video. Let's attach it. The information I provided is accurate and complete. Yes. Any changes will require the seller's approval and may be subject to additional costs. Perfect. Start order. Yay! So I should be receiving, that's really specific, 6:27 p.m. exactly. Okay, now let's go on to the next. All right, we definitely want this person, the yogurt person. Please upload any relevant files such as drawings, videos, or product references. If you don't have any, don't place anything here. Oh boy, do I have. I have the picture of the light stick. Let's see if I can find something on YouTube. Ooh, here we go. Yes, I'm looking for an animation like this. So I'm gonna paste that link and say first few seconds. I just want a quick 360 of the Enhypen official fan light stick. Smiley face. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Start order. Yay! Okay, so this one's coming in by 6:29 p.m. Okay, now we have the lyric person. Soundtrack information, artist name, song name, album, etc. Okay. Sweet Venom English Ver by Enhypen. From the album Orange Blood. Lyrics.
In my rib club, my I'm feeling like on cloud. Wait, that's the Korean version.
I think the chorus would just make the most sense. Chorus. I'm not gonna say who sang it because I don't think they care. This is so funny though.
Sweet.
they're gonna be like, what are we doing? Okay, I dropped in the song file. I think everything is good. Let me clarify though. Please use an orange color scheme and try to incorporate orange flowers into the animation if possible. Ready to order. This one's coming in at 6:33 p.m. Tomorrow's gonna be like Christmas for me. I kind of want them to do something cool with the Studio Choom Sweet Venom fan cam. With some CGI, this could be insane. I really like the work that this guy did, Hyder. I have nothing in mind of like what I would want to do. Something fun and whimsical like that. I don't know. We're gonna do this. All he needs is 10 seconds of footage provided, which I can definitely provide. Okay, I'm just gonna link the video I want you to use, and I'm just gonna say, please add cool CGI effects to this video snippet, like the effects you added in your example previews. Lights, sparkles, etc. I don't know how better to describe that. Like, just make me something cool. Okay. Please focus everything on the guy in the middle. And I'll say try to keep focus on the guy in the middle. Smiley face. Okay guys, this is gonna be our last one. Start order. And it's gonna be ready by 6:45 p.m. tomorrow, period. All right guys, so I have 4 orders complete with 4 different freelancers. I'm really excited to check back in tomorrow to see if they're done, and we'll see what this edit ends up looking like. Hey Bays, I'm back. Okay, so I placed all of my Fiverr orders on Thursday, and today is Saturday. Very pleased to say everyone sent in the edits yesterday. So it really did take 24 hours. I did run into one tiny issue that's like mainly 100% my fault. Basically on Fiverr, depending on the freelancer or the project you're trying to do, it's better to start a conversation with the freelancer talking about like the timeline of it and what exactly you want before you actually place the order. So for that last person, I placed the order before we chit-chatted, but he messaged me very quickly after to let me know that his queue is just a little bit backed up and that he probably wouldn't be able to do it on that 1-day timeline, which that's completely understandable. Express delivery with editing is an insane concept with me, so I was so shocked to see that like that was even an option. So yeah, we just ended up canceling that order. I'm sure he would have done an amazing job, but let's look at the 3 things I did receive. So remember, I got a logo, lyrics, and then a 3D render of the light stick. To show you this, I'm just gonna use the Fiverr mobile app, which is super convenient and helpful. All right, the logo from Moondy_1 I received at 3:30 p.m. the day after. So okay, and here's the result. I think he did a phenomenal job. I specifically asked for it to be like bouncy and flowy, and that's exactly what this gives. And also he had me blinking, which is a technique I use a lot in my edits, so I thought that was cool. I also really love the way the sparkles faded, so this is so dope. I also asked him to send it to me with a blue background because watching this back, I'm like, I don't want to accidentally green screen out my shirt. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I gave him the creative freedom and he ate. Okay, and the second person to get back to me was the lyric video guy. We were also chatting a ton. He was like very receptive of like, I want to make sure this is perfect for you, so let me know if this looks good. I gave him some font suggestions and he sent me a preview. So it was just very good to be constantly like in contact with him, just in case I wanted any other changes.
Sweet venom.
And then last night at 10:55 p.m. the 3D render person got back to me. You can already tell from this, like it is dope. And they sent me 4 different versions of it, so any angle I want to get at, I can use. And get this, these are transparent videos, so when I download them, it's just gonna be the light stick. I don't have to do any like green screen keying. So yeah, here on the app, I can see all my completed orders. Again, like I said, at any time you can chat with your freelancer. So like I told this one, for example, do you mind sending it with the blue background? And he sent that to me super quick. And yeah, I'm just really excited to put this together now. Hey cuties. So I was gonna film at least a little bit of me actually editing for this video, but when I like sat down, opened my computer, like I could have cried in that moment. For some reason, until now, I had not experienced like real editor's burnout in maybe what, like a whole year? Over a year. And I just could not come up with anything. I was freaking out. So I was like, okay, I suck. I can't edit. Obviously, if I can't edit, I'm not gonna film myself editing. This was a really stressful edit for me to make. I don't know why, it was just so stressful. Don't get too nervous. I eventually figured it out, made it work, but what I do have to offer for you guys is screen recording footage of like me at different points throughout the editing process with narration from present day, current Lauren to explain my process, how I was feeling about certain transitions, what the hardest parts were, you get the gist. So this right here is my first like real moment of panic. As you can see, I have everything on there. I have the lyrics, the logo, and the light stick. Ooh, the 3 L's. Lauren, 4 L's. I don't take L's though. Anyway, I have that on there and like a clip of He Sung, but I have no idea what I'm gonna do with anything. And then I put the edit away and didn't touch it for like 3 or 4 days. Like, that's just the truth. If the inspiration and motivation is not there, I'm not gonna whip it out of thin air. Sorry. Not a wizard, not a magician, nothing of the sort. So here's where I finally got my 2 brain cells working. I don't have any keyframe animation yet. I'm just trying to figure out like what I want to do. But as I am so kindly demonstrating, that was like the pattern of motion I was going for. Having the little honey stick dip into the pot and then have honey drip out of it. Didn't really get much further than that though. So finally we're getting somewhere. Yes. Do you see movement? Do you see animation? Yes, you do. I had the stick dip in. It took me so long to figure out the honey dripping part though. Like, I just used a picture of like honey texture and then CC smear. And then for the next part, I want to do a null slide and then use the rotating light stick as kind of like a border between the 2 clips. And that's the part of the song that goes ven nun nun num. So I knew after the light stick, I wanted to have like 3 separate pictures pop up alongside the beat. Okay, here's me continuing to work on that null slide part. Basically, as it slides to the left, I wanted it to go like ven nun nun num using 3D XY rotation, but the beats are really close together, so it's like hard to get that looking smooth while also hitting the beat. And then another thing that's tricky about that is having to add a ton of null layers for like each movement, but then having to re-anchor each null and then do your 3D rotations. Oh my god. Just editor things, because literally, why can I never get the anchor point right? I'll switch between like every single custom view, I'll keep recentering it, and it just looks a little bit wonky. So that's what you're seeing right now. I couldn't get the rotation right, but it'll all eventually work out, as you'll see. Oh my god, this part. Okay. I've had this idea for a while to have like a picture of someone holding a camera and then it zooms out and there's a ton of Polaroids. But for some reason, I just thought like I wouldn't be able to execute it, or like it would be too stiff, which is definitely a problem that I ran into like when I was first doing it. It was very much giving stiff, but I had to mess around with like graphs, keyframes, adjustment layers, all that. But basically my idea here was to have it like pan out to a couple of pictures and then rotate and move down to another set of Polaroid pictures. And then I was gonna have one of those Polaroids like flip out and do its own thing. I think it's understandable why I hesitated to do that for so long, because it's like, that's a lot of movement there. That's a lot of things to remember, but I am very glad I ended up doing it. And then I finally figured out what to do for the last part. Basically, I had a Weverse live notification pop up, and then I had 3 separate videos of 3 separate lives that He Sung has done. And I just did some cool animation with that, which you will see shortly. But I think the very end is one of my favorite parts. I made a 3D Samsung Galaxy like flip phone. My friend Sammy has one of these. We always talk about it. So that's just a little ode to Sammy, who is definitely not watching this right now. I would be very confused and weirded out if she was.
Wishing I could get another taste of your sweet venom. Yeah, all I need is your poison. Da-da.
Okay guys, what do we think of the edit? I probably spent between 12 and 14 hours on this one. I think I did a good job of naturally incorporating the Fiverr stuff into the video. For example, I used the lyric video for the introduction, but then I also used it as a background later on in the edit. I also thought the light stick ended up looking really cool because I used it in a null slide kind of as like a border between the clip that we started with and the second clip. But I think my favorite Fiverr inclusion has to be the watermark at the end. I think the way it just pops up on the phone and like twinkles made the edit end with like a bang, which is of course what you want. So yeah, I was actually really nervous going into this video because I was like, how am I gonna use other people's stuff and still make it work? But I'm not mad about the product, so let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Of course, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Fiverr, and there will be information in the description on how to get started with Fiverr if you're interested in their services. And you know what I think would be a really cool idea? If instead of asking people on Fiverr to make me edits, I go on there as a freelancer and people can ask me for edits. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? All right guys, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and bye.